quite often, especially when we're busy, you've got a busy life and you're forging forward, there's things you want to achieve, there's things you want to accomplish. Sometimes we can forget the here and the now and what we've accomplished already. And we can be hard on ourselves, and sometimes we're our own biggest critic. I've seen this a lot in jiu-jitsu on the mats when people get a bit disheartened, a bit despondent with their own jiu-jitsu, especially when they're comparing themselves to other people, their training partners in the academy. Generally, it's maybe if, lads have been promoted and they've not, or maybe they're just having a tough week and maybe the rounds are not going as they would want and all the rest of it. And I've had a lot of chats over the years with lads who are kind of stuck at a certain point in their journey. And I generally say the same thing to all of them. And I ask them to think back to when they first stepped on the mat, when they first started their jiu-jitsu journey, how it felt and what they knew, and what would happen if that person, that you, all that time ago when you first stepped on the mat, rolled with you now, all right? And how would that go? What would happen? And it's almost like a bit of a light bulb moment, that how much they've progressed, what they know now compared to what they knew then. And a realization that they're not as terrible as they think they are, and that it's all part of the journey. And we have highs and we have lows, and that's the same with life, isn't it? And I think that's why we've seen so much success with Reorg, because jiu-jitsu is like life itself. We take the step, we start the journey, and we have highs and we have lows. So I suppose my message is celebrate those highs, okay? Look back to where you were and look back to where you are now, and be proud of yourself. Be proud of what you've achieved, no matter where you are on your jiu-jitsu journey, whether you're white belt, blue, purple, or where you are in life, in your career, or in your education, or leading up to your military career, or in your military career, or beyond your military career. Whoever it is that I'm speaking to right now, look at what you've accomplished and what you've achieved. And if you feel like you haven't, you have, all right? And what I would say to you is, let's look at what's next. It's always good to look back, but let's look at what's next. What are you setting your targets on? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to accomplish? But more importantly, what are you doing to get towards it? All right, what action are you taking? Because I've said this before, you might have heard me say this before, but good ideas, dreams, ambitions, they're nothing without action. You've got to take action. And I go back to the very beginning, appreciation, all right? And I want you to look at this. See that? So this is a prosthetic limb, which was 3D printed at the Superhuman Center in Lviv, Ukraine. And this was given to me by an amputee who was going through their rehabilitation there. And this is a physical reminder. I've got lots of my own mental reminders, obviously, all right? But this is a physical reminder of just what I have, all right? What I can do, what I am able to do that for many others it has been taken away, all right? So I'm going to leave you on that. All right. We'll talk about superhumans in another episode, because that's an incredible place with absolute warriors who I've got the utmost respect for. But I just want to leave you on that, and I want to leave you on appreciating what you have and getting out there, getting after it, and making sure you achieve and accomplish what you're capable of.